Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Our group will be presenting on chapter Integumentary System. Before we dive into the topic, let me introduce our group members. My name is Nur Aina Binti Azhar Mirza, and alongside me are Siti Azatul Aina, Nourani, Nurul Izzah Adila and Siti Khadijah. Let's start with what is the integumentary system. By definition, this system consists of the skin and its related structures. An interesting key fact to remember is that an average adult actually has 2 square yards of skin. In terms of significance, this massive coverage makes the skin the largest body organ in the human body. Now let's look at the organs involved and their medical terminology roots, specifically their combining form as shown in this table. First is skin. The combining forms are cutano, dermato, and dermo. Second is hair. The combining forms are pili and below. Third is nails, use onycho and anguillo. Fourth is sweat glands. The combining form is hydro. And finally, for sebaceous glands, the combining form is sebo. Moving on to the functions of the system, there are 4 general functions that we need to know. First, waterproof protection. It keeps the body waterproof, hence preventing fluid loss. Second, pathogen barrier. When the skin is intact, it effectively blocks the entrance of pathogens into the body. Third, sensory reception. It contains specialized receptors for the sense of touch. Fourth, vitamin synthesis. The system synthesizes vitamin D from the sun. I will now pass the presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Before I start presenting my part, let me introduce myself. My name is Nariman Rosli with the student ID 2025366647. Now, let's dive into the structure of the skin together. For your information, skin is the largest organ in human bodies. It is made up from 3 main layers, which is epidermis, dermis, and hypodermis, also known as subcutaneous layer. Each layer has a different structures and play important roles in protecting and supporting our bodies. Now, we will go through the first layer of the skin, which is epidermis. Epidermis is the outermost layer and acts as the body's first line of defense. It protects the body from the bacteria, viruses, harmful substances, and excessive water loss. The epidermis is made of specialized epithelial tissue and does not contain blood vessels. Instead, it receives nutrients from the dermis below. It also contains keratinocyte, which produce keratin to make the skin strong and waterproof, and melanocyte, which produce melanin. As for melanin, it gives our skin its color and help protect to it from harmful UV rays. The second layer is dermis. It is thicker than the epidermis and it is made of connective tissue. Unlike epidermis, the second layer, which is dermis, contains blood vessels that supply oxygen and nutrients to the skin. It also contains nerve endings that help us feel touch, pain, pressure, and temperatures. Besides that, this layer contains hair follicles, sweat gland, and sebaceous gland, which help us maintain healthy skin. And lastly, the deepest layer of the skin is hypodermis, also known as subcutaneous layer. This layer is mainly made up of adipose tissues or fats and connective tissues. It connects the skin to the muscle and tissue underneath, helping it to keep skin in place. The hypodermis also stores fat as energy reserve. In addition, it helps as insulator to help maintain body temperatures and cushions the body by absorbing shock, which help protect the internal organ and underlying structure from injuries.
My name is Nurul Izzah Adila and I will be explaining the skin appendages of the integumentary system. Skin appendages are structures that develop from the epidermis that include hair, nails, sweat glands, and sebaceous glands. These structures work together to protect the body, regulate body temperature, and maintain healthy skin. First, let's look at hair. Hair grows from hair follicles, which are located in the dermis. Hair is mainly made of a protein called keratin. Hair has several important functions. It protects the scalp from ultraviolets or UV radiation, helps reduce heat loss, and increases our sense of touch because nerve endings surround the hair follicles. Next are the nails. Nails are also made of keratin. They protect the fingertips and toes from injury. In addition, nails help us grip objects and perform the fine movement such as writing or picking up small items. Next are the sweat glands. There are two main types of sweat glands, eccrine glands and apocrine glands. Eccrine glands are found almost all over the body. They produce watery sweat, which evaporates from the skin surface and helps cool the body during hot weather or physical activities. Apocrine glands are mainly found in the armpits and groin. They become active during puberty and produce a thicker type of sweat. When this sweat is broken down by bacteria on the skin, it can produce a body odor. Lastly, sebaceous gland produce an oily substance called sebum. These glands are usually connected to the hair follicles. Sebum keeps the skin and hair soft, prevent excessive dryness, and provide a protective barrier against microorganisms. Skin appendages are an essential part of the integumentary system. Hair, nails, sweat glands, and sebaceous glands all play important roles in protecting the body, regulating body temperature, and maintaining healthy skin.
Hi, my name is Siti Azatuaina binti Baudin, and I will explain the physiology of integumentary system. Physiology refers to how the integumentary system functions to protect and support our body. So, the first function is protection. The skin, especially the epidermis, acts as the body's first line of defense. It forms a waterproof barrier that protects us from bacteria, viruses, harmful chemical, UV radiation, and also physical injuries. The epidermis also prevents excessive water loss, which will help to keep the body hydrated. In addition, the sebaceous glands produce sebums, which keep the skin soft and help reduce the bacterial growth. The second function is the body temperature regulation. The sweat glands produce sweat when the body becomes hot. As the sweat evaporates, it cools the body. The blood vessels in the skin also dilate to release heat and constrict when the body is cooled to reduce heat loss. These processes will help maintain a normal body temperature. So the third function is sensation. This function is carried out by the sensory receptors and nerve endings in the skin. So when we touch something or feel heat, cool, pressure, or pain, the skin receptors detect the stimulus. The signal is then sent through the sensory nerve to the brain. The brain processes the information and sends a response. So for example, if we touch a hot object, we will quickly pull our hand away to prevent injury. And then the last function is vitamin D production. The epidermis produces vitamin D when the skin is exposed to sunlight. Vitamin D helps the body to absorb calcium, which is very important for strong bone and healthy teeth. So now I will pass to the next presenter.
Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Khadijah binti Samanan. Let's move on to the next. Now I will explain the diagnostics procedure used for the integumentary system. There are two common diagnostic procedures. The first is biopsy. During the biopsy, a small samples of living skin tissues is removed and examined under a microscope. These procedures help the doctors to confirm the diagnosis of skin disease, especially when skin cancer or other abnormal skin conditions are suspected. So the second procedure is exfoliative cytology. In this method, skin cells are gently scrubbed from the skin surface and examined under a microscope. It is a simple procedure used to detect abnormal or damaged skin cells. Now, after a diagnosis is made, the appropriate treatment will depend on patient's skin conditions. One important preventive measure is the use of sunscreen. Sunscreen protects the skin from harmful UVA and UVB rays. helping to reduce the risk of sun damage and skin cancer. For patients with burn, treatment may include a pain relief debridement, which removes dead or damaged tissues, and dermatoplasty, which known as a skin graft, to repair a severely damaged skin. Some abnormal skin tissues is also be removed using a procedures such as surgery, which destroy the abnormal tissues using the extreme cold and MOHA surgeries, where skin cancer is removed layer by layer until all cancer cells are gone. In addition, medications such as retinoids and also topical steroids are commonly used to treat various skin conditions by improving a skin cell's growth and reducing the inflammations. There are also cosmetic procedures such as Botox to reduce the wrinkles and liposuctions to remove the excess fat under the beneath of the skin. So, in conclusions, the integumentary system plays a vital role in protecting our body and maintaining overall health. A proper diagnostic procedure such as biopsy and exfoliative cytologies can help the doctors to identify skin diseases accurately. Meanwhile, appropriate treatment medications and preventive measures can help to improve skin health and prevent complications. Therefore, taking good care of our skins is important because healthy skins can contribute to the normal functions of the integumentary systems and also can help to maintain the homeostasis. That's all. Thank you.